something really, like, look at that. Something happened to this pumpkin and I don't know what, but garden tour Saturday today, hosted by the lovely Grandma Sandy. Go check her out. She does garden tours every Saturday and more often, and Fairy Garden Thursday. This video was inspired by Patricia N. Cube. She's always talking about these garden, let's share our garden disaster and success stories. There is a hashtag. I will put it on the screen. And I definitely have some of mine to share. It's something I haven't really shared much on my channel. Just like every other gardener, I absolutely have garden disasters. I just don't talk about them very often. So I'm going to share a couple of my epic disasters of this season. It's my modified garden tour of sorts. So let's see what my disasters of the season were. And then to end on a positive note, I'm going to share with you one garden miracle from this season. And I hope you enjoy this video. We are in the vegetable garden and I'm going to show you what I believe to be my biggest pumpkin Big Macs, and something has happened to it. If I can get to it through the jungle here. It is right in this corner, and if you can tell in the camera, before we are even right at the pumpkin, there is something terribly wrong with this pumpkin. Wrong! Oh my goodness, it is like full of black mold, and it is squishy. Something really, like, look at that. Something happened to this pumpkin, and I don't know what, but pretty devastating. It was definitely
epic fail.
One of my few pumpkin Big Maxes. It is like leaking juices. Very, very sad. Did it get overripe? I don't know. I mean, it's definitely got black mold on it, but so sad. I don't know what happened. I do have really healthy looking pumpkins in the front yard. They are not pumpkin Big Macs. They're not giant pumpkins, but devastating. I'm not sure if I have more pumpkins in this garden. I definitely have a lot of foliage. The pumpkins have gone crazy. I've got them in different corners of the garden, but I don't know if there's actually more pumpkins on the vines. I have no idea. With a jungle like this, there might be or there may not be. We are going to take a look at my second garden disaster of the season. Right here, this watermelon. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of this watermelon. It was engulfed in my lemon balm and weed situation that was completely overrunning the garden. I should have known better, but I let all that lemon balm and weeds go way too far. And this is the result. My poor baby watermelons just stunted. There's no way they would catch up on growth in August now, so I'm going to compost them, sadly. Definitely a garden disaster, but lesson learned, don't plant too close to the lemon balm. I wish I could get rid of this lemon balm, but it is so rooted outside the fence in the garden, almost impossible to get rid of. I've tried numerous times and it always comes back and overrides the garden, so I guess we learn to live with it and adjust the rest of our gardening habits. After all that bad garden news that I just shared with you, I'm going to share with you a little garden miracle. This has to do with my 5-variety plum tree. I may have said earlier in the season, this tree was an epic disaster, failure this season, although it had hundreds if not thousands of flowers. I was convinced there wasn't a single plum on the tree, and I recently hacked it down considerably. Probably about 60% of the tree is gone. I found a couple of plums while I was hacking it away, and then I found more plums. Check out this. We've got a plum here. I apologize for the lighting. This is really not a good time to film. There's a plum here. There's a bigger, more precious plum right here. Another plum over here. And I'm actually not sure if there's more, but there are several. I already ate 2 that I accidentally pruned off. They were sour, but I wasn't gonna waste them. I consider this tree to be a little miracle from those plums that I just showed you. I had absolutely no hope for this tree, and it proved me wrong. It was going to give me plums this season. So despite my 2 disasters, I still had some really good news, and that makes my heart really happy. You can have a garden disaster, but you can also have garden miracles. Thank you so much for joining me on this modified version of Garden Tours Saturday. Let's share our plant disasters and success stories. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and don't forget to check out the playlists. I'll put the hashtags in the description and probably somewhere throughout the video. And there are lots of other channels that also share their disaster stories, success stories, and garden tours. Go check them all out. You will make some lovely new friends, and we will see you soon in a different area of the garden. I hope you have a lovely day, evening, night, wherever you are. Happy Saturday!